Akaprek attract pen dame resource person isa papondo alangli lage akihai Thiek alangli retired ACS officer lo nasi alangli pam karju ponji aputa ke lain lo mahjong ali dom asal rotoin Thiek hai pan karju labangso question aputa sia jupon po next we have another panelist, that is Mr. Thiek, retired ACS officer. Sir, my question to you is that section of people says that 6 scheduled areas lands belong to the state government, not in Kaningje Autonomous Council. So what does 6 schedule says over land rights? As per paragraph 3, clause 1A of the 6 schedule.
My background, as you know, is from a public servant, and I'll speak in that oration, number one. Number two, all of you might be thinking from where it comes. I'm a child of the 6th schedule, from the village of North Kachar Hills, and 100% had a spirit of the 6th schedule and the tribal. So my background is 6th schedule, and my blood is also 6th schedule, and whatever I would like to come out is in that method. Before I just get into what you have asked me, I will try to give in the administrative framework approach first. Then I'll go to the aspect. The so-called we have now 6th schedule in red may be of Caribbean law, or maybe of NCL, or maybe Tripura, or maybe Mizoram or Meghalaya. These are all inherited and born and a real child, a true child of totally protected areas. Totally protected area was defined by somebody. I had gone to one of the South Indian what's called a writer, saying that they are kept outside reform. No reform will be allowed inside. To me, that was the writer was my teacher. But today I would even tell him, saying that no, this is negative narration. Protected area, totally excluded area doesn't mean that you don't love them. Out of love, this protected area comes. We don't allow others to interfere. We don't allow other systems to go and pollute them. You know, any kind of social interactions, a portion of pollution comes. Any kind of interference comes. Infringement is a part of the, what's called, that kind of activities that comes along. The system of the tribals are so good and so pure. I said this is the very pure. The system we have is so pure and so beautiful. And what's called a heartfelt, good thought people say that no, if general people go in there, there will be intervention and they need protection. That's why we said don't interfere at all. In the last word, administrative language, they say a state legislature also cannot interfere in their system. Kindly not. If one of you confuse it, the state legislature directly cannot interfere. It only needs a permission from a governor. The word governor here is not what actually one of our panelists said. A governor kept my files 3 months pending, 8 months pending. Let us not take that kind of negative role of a governor. Let us take the governor as a holy man, God's representative, who is genuine, who has at least a love, a real love, genuine love for the children, who need protection, that is the tribal. Let us look in that aspect. If governor happened to go wrong, let us say that, no, let us forget, let us forgive him. let us honor him. Governor is the God's essence and pure, who have a true love, a genuine love, and we should give a genuine protection, and not that as a means of tools in the hand of somebody. Cabinet advised him not to do, and he doesn't give. Let us not have the governor of that kind of things. Who is the defaulting governor is not actually, he is a sinner. Let us not take that this is his rule, that is his right. That right, wrongly used, it will not be a virtue. Let us take the virtue of things. Governor ought to be the man, the holy man who think it holy, who think it really protection and a true love for the citizen. That is a governor. Here the word we use governor is that kind of things. Not the faulty one, not the person who doesn't behave well. You might have seen many people, governor doesn't behave well at one time. That is not common functioning of governor. He is a holy man. He will protect. Only with the permission of governor, feeling that the right and privilege and the beauty of the tribal culture and society will not infringe and will not do it by putting an act. Only those cases governor will recommend to the state legislation for passing legislation. And some of the books we have gone through, I just pick one or two, and these are all Bazaar Note. I think so many of you are students here. I was also a teacher, and the students who use Bazaar Note, they write very fluent, but the language is not very, it is not mark-bearing notes. Use the real text. I have one book that is published from Parliament House. It is Government of India publication. In the book, the first sentence before the first sentence of the sixth schedule is written. The sixth schedule is not, sixth schedule area is not applicable for Parliament to touch, to pass rules and to intervene here and there. Any act made by them will be an act provided Council said yes. I think let us go for that holiness. That a real in-depth of thoughts which are kept in India, the great Indian constitutions, and those interpretations by the lawyers or business group, let us not take so much. You can use for reference. But the real text is that the law passed by Parliament is also not applicable in autonomous council area, taken from totally protected area. It can be applied only when the autonomous council they say, yes, we adopt. The right is still denied. We are not referring to the Parliament in that aspect. Now coming back to the rule, 1886 land law of Assam, that is the original text is written not applicable to autonomous district.